closer relationship with God and stuff, everything, things get better. It never gets better over time. That's one thing a lot of people say. Like, people will say, "Oh, time heals wounds" and stuff like that. I know personally that that's never a fact. Time never heals wounds. The only thing that closes that gap and heals those wounds, those open wounds that nothing else, not time, nothing that can fill, is God. Having a relationship with God, allowing God to fill that spot. You'll never ever make it just relying on time passing. Because it could be 20, 30 years and that time to pass, but you could still be feeling like you're in that same situation. You haven't dealt with it, you haven't talked to anybody, so you still feeling the same way. Unless you build a relationship with God, get a closer relationship with God, there's no way that gap could ever be filled. Because time or nothing else can heal it. Time could never heal any type of wounds like that. Before we go, I'm gonna let y'all sing the song that y'all wrote for your mama, and I just want to let the viewers know, anytime you're going through something, there's nothing wrong with talking about it. Even if you gotta write stuff down at times, that you might be going through something, that can even help. But talking to somebody is always better. Getting a closer relationship with God is much better, because there's nothing like it.
When I was young, my mama died. That day it came for me to cry. I thought about that smile she had, but she's in peace, so now I'm glad. So now I thank the Lord for blessing me with a family who cares for me. The special thing that I once had has left this world, and now I'm sad. In loving memory, that smile you had. In loving memory, your helping hand. In loving memory, the love you share will always be something I'll know. For all those happy times we had, for all those kisses that we shared, for all those troubled times we had, for all those days that made us sad, and ever since you went away, I think about you every day. 'Cause mama, you're the special thing I had. Oh yeah, 'cause mama, you're the special thing I had.
Going back to your childhood, what are some of the things that that y'all went through that you wish you hadn't went through, and you feel like if your mom or your daddy would have been around, you probably wouldn't have had to go through?
Like trying to molest us and like touching on us and stuff. And like I used to tell, and like the man to get put out for like a day or two, but he back. But I feel like if my mama or my daddy would have been here, I wouldn't have been in that environment, and it wouldn't have happened. So, I don't know.
As far as that situation, what's the worst part about that? Like, what's the worst? Well, how can I say it? What's the worst thing you had to deal with, like from being molested by a man or whatever?
Because it was certain stuff that I needed. I was trying to go to school. When I was going to school, I was trying to stay in school. But every time I needed something, and I go out my AT or something and she don't have it, so I have to be like, you know, oh, give me this, oh, give me that. And in return, he wanted something from me. And I don't feel like it had to be like that.
And what he wanted you to do in return for?
He wanted to have sex. And I was a child.
They won't get a little feel.
That was mine.
That was his punchline. They won't get a little feel.
And what you said then?
And like I had needed, you know, I needed money for stuff for school and all that. And he'll be like, you know, if I give you money, what you gonna do for me? And I used to go tell, you know, like tell my auntie and stuff.